In our previous video, I showed you how to generate content for Amazon KDP using AI. That's because I used to get comments from people like, can I use AI? Am I writing everything offhand? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Do I need any assist? So in our previous video, I showed you how to generate content. Now that we are done generating content, at this point, what we are going to do next is for us to make that content, that AI generated content, has. So that is what we'll be working on in this video. So guys, if this sounds interesting to you, all I want you to do for me is for you to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, kindly like this video, kindly share this video, let other persons see my channel through you. Then if you have questions concerning Amazon KDP, do well to drop it in the comments. If you do, I am going to reply. So without wasting much time, let me take you over to my screen recorder where you watch me work on this content, the AI generated content, in a way that Amazon KDP is going to accept it. And once it accepts it, we are not going to have our books blocked. Our books, both Kindle and paperback, will go live. If this sounds interesting to you, come with me. Let me show you this part.
So at this point, I am going back. I am going back to the content I generated. You see that this is my chapter 1 that contains my introduction. So I'm going to copy my chapter 1. I'm going to copy it. I've copied my book description too. So I've copied it. I copied both at once. So I've copied it at this point. I will now minimize. Once I minimize, I will come back to my Google. So once I come back to my Google, I'm going to clear this. So the next thing I'm going to type at this point is doubly checker. I'm typing, look at it here, is the second option. Let me do that again so that you see. Look at it here, doubly checker. Yeah, is this first one, not these ones though, this particular one. You can see it. The other app I use in generating this thing, I use in making videos. I don't know why it is not working. Now I would have underlined it for you to see, but I believe you can see. So I'm going to this particular app. Please look at the logo very well so that you don't use another one. This is what I use and it is working for me. So I'll click on it. Now that I've clicked on it, this is how the interface looks like. So look at it here. This one is the free version. I'm not telling you to go and download it. Please, my people, please help me. Do not download it. You're going to use it from your browser. Do not download it. Which other app? You see ChatGPT, do not download. You are using it directly from the browser. If it is an app that you're going to download, yeah, I'm going to tell you, like your Google Docs, you need to download it. So this particular one, sorry about that, this particular one, I am using it from my browser. So I'll just come here. Once I come, I'll paste it. Let me show you something. You see this thing that looks like wastebasket. If I want to delete something here, you click here. If you want to delete something, I am taking time to explain this because I am only going to check once. I'm not going to check again, so that this video will not be too long. So if you want to, let me paste it again. If you want to delete something, let me say, for like now, you've pasted something here. If you want to delete it, you can click here, this one that looks like the wastebasket. Once you click it, you have a plain interface. So another thing you're going to do is this. Because we are using free version, so you can only check 1,000 words at a time. So if you pay money and start using the pro version, you can check 25,000 words at a time. So because you have not started making money yet on Amazon KDP, and you have not retrieved your registration fee, I am going to advise that you maintain this. You don't pay for the pro version yet. So I'm going to paste it again. I've pasted it. What I will now do is this. I'll scroll up. You scroll up. Once you scroll up, and another thing is this, I forgot to tell you, because we are using free version, you'll be seeing advertisements. You can see this one just popped up now. You can see it just popped up. It is because you're using the free version, but it's not going to affect anything. Trust me, it's not going to affect your work. So at this point, once you scroll up, you will see I am not a robot. You click on it. Once you click on it, you see You see, yeah, it has ticked. Once it ticks like this, you must wait for it to tick. Once it is done ticking, you will now click on check plagiarism. You click on check plagiarism. So sometimes it takes time for it to scan. See, it is still scanning. I know that before now I told you that Amazon accepts a work that is 80% unique. That is, if the work is 20% plagiarism, but it is 80% unique, Amazon accept it. But I don't accept that. If I'm the one teaching you how to write on Amazon, I do advise that your work should be 100% unique. There shouldn't be plagiarism. There is actually an app for you to paraphrase, but me personally, I don't like paraphrasing with that app. So what I do is I paraphrase manually. So I'm going to show you. I so much thank God that this particular one that I am working on has plagiarism. Look at it. It has shown one result, one found. So I'm going to quickly show you how to paraphrase. Yeah, how to paraphrase. After paraphrasing, let me tell you something. The mistake most persons do is this: after paraphrasing, they will not come back to duplicate checker to check if that work is free of plagiarism. They will just take it back. They will straight ahead to go and publish. If you do that, Amazon is going to terminate your account, because there are sometimes that you check for plagiarism. After checking for plagiarism, you find out that that work has maybe 5% plagiarism, 2%, 3%, even 30%. You correct it. You paraphrase it. After paraphrasing it, there are sometimes that you go back to check. If you check, you now discover that another this AI will now detect another chapter that has plagiarism. So once you done, see, let me see, this work has 2% plagiarism, 98% unique. Amazon can accept this, but no, for us to be on the safer side, we need to make it 100% unique. So what you do at this point, because it's not everything that is not okay here. So what you're going to do now is you scroll down. Once you scroll down, you will look for the paragraph. You look for the paragraph that has the plagiarism. See, you can see, I can see one here. So you still scroll down in case there is another one down. You scroll down, you keep going, this is the end. So what you do at this point is this: you go back to that place that has plagiarism. You go back to it. Once you go back to it, you go back to where you copied it from. You go back to your Google Docs. So you're going to minimize, then you look for that chapter. Sorry, you look for that paragraph. So now I am back here. Look at the work I copied before now. So I am back here in search of the paragraph that has plagiarism. I am searching, I think it's this particular paragraph. So let me go back to my duplicate checker and confirm. From tender, yeah, from tender. So now what I should be looking out for is but beware. So it's just this sentence that has plagiarism. Look at it here, but beware. So at this point, I am going to change one or two. Once you change it, the work automatically becomes yours. So that's what I'm doing. So at this, I can actually change it to please note. So at this point, I can add another word here. This is not a journey for the faint-hearted. So I can, for the faint of heart. Okay, I can write this is not a journey for the. I can delete some things, then I'll add mine. This is not a journey for the faint-hearted. You see? So and I'll put full stop. So what I'll do now is this: I'm done paraphrasing that manually. I like paraphrasing mine manually. That's just it. So I'll come back here. I'm going to copy it. Please note that after paraphrasing manually, I'm still going to introduce you to an app that you can use to paraphrase. After paraphrasing manually, you don't go ahead and publish. You still need to go back to duplicate checker and check if it is unique or not. So at that point, I am going to delete here. I'll scroll up. You see it here. I'll scroll up, then I'll delete it. Once I delete it, I'll paste this one. This is a new one. I'm going to paste it. Remember what I told you. I'll click on here. I'll click on this. After clicking on it, I'll also click on this. You understand? So I've clicked on that. I'm waiting for it to scan again afresh. You see, it has gotten to 100 now. You see that the plagiarism is gone. So once you start generating content like this, you can see the plagiarism is gone. So minor things, you can quickly change it yourself instead of using an app. Let me tell you another thing about using an app to do this. You might use an app to generate it, and the one that the app will help you, sorry, you might use an app to paraphrase it. The one the app will paraphrase for you, bring out for you, will still have plagiarism. So you keep checking. So one thing about this AI generated content is that it's only few paragraphs that will have a plagiarism. Everything from number 1 to Z cannot have plagiarism. So you can always change one or two. Once you do that, otilo is gone. You understand? So it is gone. So at this point, I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to delete the previous one. Then I'll paste. Okay, what I'll do is I'll open a new document. I'm going to open a new Google Docs this thing for it. I'm going to open a new one for it, because so that I will know that this particular one, I've checked plagiarism and everything is okay. So just like that, you go back. I don't want this video to be very long, so that's why I'm going to cut it. I'm going to end it here. So you can use this format, but let me tell you one thing. One thing about AI is this: if you are writing on this particular topic I've written on, ensure that you are not using the same prompt I used. Ensure that you are using a different prompt. If you do not use a different prompt, AI ChatGPT is going to generate the same content that it has generated for me for you. And when it does that, when you publish your book, because me, I'm going to publish before you. So when you publish your book will now show that you copied from me, so your account will be terminated. That one is straight up. Like, Amazon does not joke with plagiarism, so it's straight up. Amazon is going to terminate the account ASAP. They won't even waste time. So what you're going to do, even if you're going to use and make use of this particular title, ensure that you are not using the same prompt, because trust me, if you use the same prompt, you are going to get the same result and your account is at stake, because Amazon will not come for me, because I generated my own first and I published mine first. So please, if you have questions, please do well to drop it on the group chat on WhatsApp. Do well to drop it on the WhatsApp. See you in my next video. In the next video, we'll be talking about formatting. So I'm going to teach you how to format your book. So at this point, use this remaining table of contents to generate other content. Check for plagiarism, please. Check for plagiarism. I beg of you. Check for plagiarism. If you don't, it's going to be a straightaway termination of account. Check for plagiarism. It is very, very important. Very, very important. And ensure that your book is 100% unique. I don't want someone to come to my DM telling me, Lioness, my account got terminated. I don't want to hear that kind of bad news. The only news I want to hear is that I made sales, I did this, I did that. I'm looking for a way to, how should I withdraw my money? Fine, that's what I want to hear. You see anything about termination? I don't want anybody's account to get terminated, please. I don't want anybody's book to get terminated, because I know how painful it is. So guys, I'm going to stop here for now. See you in my next video. Thank you.